Snipers, you have to see what's happening to the Bitcoin price today, as we are showing a very clear path that Bitcoin wants to take right now with our candle high at 38,770 today. Notice how on the 4-hour chart, we talked about two potential scenarios yesterday where we could come up and test the $36,500 level before seeing a potential retest of this resistance at 40,000. And notice how not only did we hold 36,500, but we are now starting to get back above 38,000 US dollars, which was the more definite confirmation. And if we knock on a door for a second time, which is going to be that $40,000 level, the likelihood of this door opening becomes a lot higher. And so I want to talk about the potential for Bitcoin to break through the $40,000 level to test the 20-week moving average at 44,800 US dollars, which would put us above home base. And that is where we can determine whether or not we're back in a bullish trend or not. And there are a lot of puzzle pieces starting to unfold today, allowing us to see what institutions are doing with their capital. Notice how the DXY is breaking down today from this major support at 92.62. This was the preferred scenario that we wanted to see if we wanted to assume Bitcoin could have that potential of retesting 40,000 US dollars. And this is exactly what we're seeing right now. And here are other puzzle pieces that will potentially play a big part into what's happening in the cryptocurrency market. Look at Asian markets right now, seeing massive sell-offs, the Shanghai Composite and the CSI 300. Notice how we are seeing levels that we haven't seen since mid-2020, around June to July. We're seeing a massive breakdown in the traditional markets in Asia. We're seeing a lot of drama with Didi and Baidu and the Chinese Communist Party implementing a lot of restrictions on these companies, really hurting their public presence in the public markets. Are we seeing Asian capital flow into Bitcoin as a hedge against their traditional markets, while we're seeing the S&P 500 also take some steps down? But the cryptocurrency market is certainly moving up while this is happening. Are we also seeing capital from traditional markets like the S&P 500 flowing into the cryptocurrency market as a hedge? This is a storyline that will be confirmed if we can start seeing the momentum for Bitcoin above the $40,000 level. What we really need to look at today, snipers, is the revolving parts of the cryptocurrency market, like the total market cap chart, others dominance, and Bitcoin dominance, because there is a major shift happening right now. Notice with Bitcoin dominance inside of this ascending triangle. What does this mean for the cryptocurrency market and altcoins? We're going to talk about that today. You guys are watching the Snipers channel on a Tuesday. My name is Naeem Al-Obeidi. As always, remember to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm so we can hit 100,000 snipers on this channel. First, I want to address Bitcoin on the weekly chart, because the real mission right now is for us to get to home base at the 20-week moving average. You have to understand that when you're above the 20-week moving average, you're in a very bullish trend. Notice how throughout the whole bull market from October 2020 all the way to April 2021, when Bitcoin went from the $10,000 level to $64,000, we were above the 20-week moving average. Since we came below that on the 10th of May, we've seen sideways price action just floating above the 50-week moving average, which is currently sitting around 33,000 US dollars. But for us to start moving towards this 20-week moving average to test it is going to be a massive shift in the trend, because we can get above this 20-week moving average, then we can start saying that we're back in an extremely bullish rally. Now, everything morphs from the smaller time frames into the larger time frames, of course. So we want to monitor the daily time frame first and foremost. The bearish tail that we saw on yesterday's candle is a major puzzle piece. That tail tested the 100-day moving average and the $40,000 structural resistance level. From there, on the 4-hour chart, we saw a garden variety market pullback to test 38,000, which is the first major support. And then I talked about 36,500 as well being the next level. If we hold 36,500, that's even more bullish than us testing 34,788 again, because we don't want to test this level. Preferably, this is the floor. If we get to the floor and test the 34,788 level, we're testing the monthly and weekly open. If this breaks, that's a bad thing for Bitcoin. So it's really good right now that we maintain 36,500, and it's even better that we go on the hourly chart and we look at the $38,000 level, and we have a full hourly candle right now above 38,000, because 38,000 is also an extremely important level. The longer we stay above 38,000, the more likely it is that we're going to come up and test 40,000 for a second time. You test the level for a second time, you knock on a door enough times, the door will open. So here's what I'm monitoring. We have a candle high here that we can look at 9 o'clock at 38,700. It's also the daily candle high. We can just use this level right now and say, if we get above 38,700, the chances of us breaking out to 44,800, where we have the 200-day moving average and the 20-week moving average, becomes a lot more likely, because getting above 38,700 right now will also give us a strong bias that we're going to test 40,000 again. And once again, you test that level, 44,800 comes into play. So that is on the table. However, here's what we need to monitor. Of course, just like we see with any push to the upside, when Bitcoin is in a transitionary phase, we're going to see a consolidation. And this is a flag. The question is this going to break out or break down? The early signs of us breaking down are going to be showing weakness at 38,000 and then coming back to 36,500. At this point, since we've already tested it once, that's a second knock on the door. This could open the door to test 34,788. This is my floor. If we don't want to assume Bitcoin is going to see any further lows beyond the low of 28,000 US dollars that we saw with this consolidation over the last few weeks, then we have to maintain 34,788 at this point. If we don't, I believe there's a chance we could come down and see new lows for the year. And so that $34,788 level is key, and staying above 36,500 is preferred. Staying above 38,000 is even better. As soon as we can get confirmation that we're testing 40,000, right now that $38,700 level is the confirmation, then we can start feeling good that we're going to see this actually break out to 44,800. When that happens, I do believe it's going to be a strong breakout if we start breaking above 40, because there is a lot of pressure here, just like there was a lot of pressure at the $34,788 level, where that initially started this trend to the upside. Now, we have to address the revolving parts in the cryptocurrency market. When it comes to altcoins, there are some things changing. And on the Snipers channel, I'm here to be your umpire and always give you guys a neutral perspective, a unbiased perspective, but more importantly, the most precise and accurate perspective. And so we want to first look at Ethereum here, because Ethereum is the largest altcoin, of course, so it will lead the pack when it comes to other altcoins. When we look at the US dollar price of Ethereum, we're fighting to get above this monthly open at 2,300. We really start to see momentum with Bitcoin coming to test 40,000, and we see Ethereum get above this monthly open. That's a very positive sign for Ethereum coming towards August 4th, where their London hard fork is at. But is Ethereum going to outperform Bitcoin? I think that's still very questionable, in the fact that the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart is breaking down below the previous weekly open. And it looks like right now we're sort of breaking this structural support in a way where we're testing it for the third time. The next level below is going to be 55,000 Satoshis to that 53,500 Satoshi level, because 55,000 was where we first formed this low. And so we get down to this level, we could expect a potential area of here to see some volume, but we could also see even the 200-day moving average tested at 50,000 Satoshis. But that would all keep us inside of this flag, so we can still assume some bullish momentum at some point into Q3 to Q4. We're already in Q3, but really into Q4 if we start to see the confidence regain itself in the total cryptocurrency market cap chart. Now, with the total market cap chart, we're testing this 200-day moving average. we really want to get above 1.6 trillion at this point. We get above 1.6 trillion, that could be a reversal in trend for the overall market. We stay below this, then seeing sideways price action is highly likely. And at that point, we want to monitor others' dominance right now, because here's the thing. Others' dominance is at this 200-day moving average. We start to break below this level, there could be a reversal when it comes to altcoins outperforming Bitcoin. And this could be what will trigger Bitcoin to break out of this ascending triangle to potentially test the 20-week moving average first and foremost, because it's so close now, sitting right at that 50% big even dominance level. And we get to this 20-week moving average, the question is, are we going to stay above it? We stay above it, now we can talk about a reversal in Bitcoin dominance. I don't think that would be the best thing to look at in this market right now, because if Bitcoin dominance is reversed, that means altcoin season may be starting to cool off, and that would really create more sideways price action in the overall market. So I think that Bitcoin testing the 20-week moving average, seeing a potential rejection, maybe even coming back up and just kind of sitting at the 20-week moving average would be the most preferred scenario. Realize that with Bitcoin dominance in the past, something that I've noticed with Bitcoin dominance is it does like to stay here near the 200-week moving average, which is interesting. We are so far and above that right now. So if we get above the 20-week moving average, are we going to move up towards 57% dominance? This is something we'll talk about if we start moving towards the 20-week moving average. And that's why I think it's very important to watch the revolving parts over the next few days for the cryptocurrency market. Now, we're starting to get an idea of how institutions are acting inside of the traditional markets, with the DXY pushing down to test the monthly open right now. This is exactly what we want to see to allow Bitcoin to not see any crazy price action, but we are still in this flag. This flag does have a lot of higher highs. It has a lot of higher lows. This is typically a bearish flag, but this is a rocket Jerome Powell recently launched, saying that interest rates are going to rise in 2023. You guys know the deal. And so we want to monitor this. This could still move to the upside. I think that right now it's not too big of a deal. The S&P 500 is seeing a little bit of a push down right now. I like the fact that the crypto market is doing well while this is happening, especially while Asian markets are selling off right now with all of the drama in Asia. And this is a good thing. I think this is showing us where we're getting all this capital in the cryptocurrency market right now. It would make sense that the capital is flowing away from the Asian markets into Bitcoin specifically as a hedge. So maybe that's what we're seeing right now. I don't know. It's on the table. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. I'll also enter you into a giveaway to win Principles by Ray Dalio. I appreciate each and every one of you snipers tuned into the channel. I'm going to wrap up this video here and pick a winner. And let's see. Sean says, always appreciate your updates. I'm Sniper. Let's get it. Send me a message on Instagram. You want a book? I'll pick another book giveaway. How about that? Nolan Goodall. You are by far the best TA person I've found on YouTube. Send me a message on Instagram as well. You want Principles by Ray Dalio. And with that, I'm very excited to see what's going to unfold here with Bitcoin. Is it going to cross above that $37,000 resistance right now? Or I'm sorry, the $38,700 resistance, which is a candle high today. If that happens, we have that potential to test 40,000 again to get to that $44,800 level. That's going to be good. We start to show more weakness below 38,000, and then we come back down to 36,500. That would be the least preferred scenario for the bulls. And so it's going to be interesting to monitor altcoin dominance as well. I'll keep you guys updated as always. And with that, thank you all for tuning into the Snipers channel today. Until next time, snipers